Hey y'all.
Hey Gallivanters.
So today we wanted to talk to you about what to do if your flight is canceled. There's been a lot of flight cancellations lately. We just kind of wanted to give you some tips and tricks on how to work your way through that.
Yeah. So one of the first ones is if it is canceled, if they cancel your flight, you may be entitled to a seat on the next available flight. So, or
you'll get a refund for the unused. You are entitled to a refund for the unused portion of the ticket. Now, that doesn't mean half the ticket. If you had a round trip ticket, you've made it one way and you're trying to come back, it doesn't always equal half. So realize that oftentimes if you've made one leg of a ticket, it's going to be less than half that you get back. And this is all based on U.S. Department of Transportation rules. So we're talking specifically flights that either depart or arrive in the U.S.
Right. And then now if the actual airline cancels your flight, you are entitled to a full refund even on a non-refundable ticket.
Right.
If that airline cancels your flight.
Right.
So there's a couple of tricks here to try and do as soon as you find out.
The first one would definitely be to get in line and talk to whatever agent about getting on the next flight. But obviously it's going to be you and probably 200 people who were on that flight. So while you're in line waiting your turn, there's some other things you can do as well to maybe expedite the process.
And one of those would be, while you're waiting in the line of long people, get on the airline's app and see if you can figure out how to reschedule a flight and go from there.
If the app doesn't work, start calling customer service and just get in that queue as well, so that way you're kind of working every available queue you can to try and get whatever the next available seat is to your destination.
And then if none of that really works, you can always try getting on social media.
Yep.
I mean, we have a lot of social media ways to go here these days, so get on social media and see if that helps.
Yeah, see if any of the see if the particular airline you're flying is responsive on that. And if none of that works and you really need to get somewhere, knowing that you are entitled to a refund, whether you stand in that line right then or you wait and call them the next day or that night or whatever the case may be, our other advice
is to get on Google Flights or Skyscanner and see if you can find another flight, even if it is with a different airline.
Yep.
If you're able to do that, I mean, that's another tip there.
Yeah, because you will get your money back. Now, it's not going to be quick, it's not going to be easy, and obviously booking another flight would mean you're paying whatever that fare is, obviously with no advance booking. But if you got to get somewhere, that's kind of the only answer.
Right.
Now, we do have a few tips, I think 3 tips to maybe help lessen the potential of a cancellation. Statistically, these few things seem to show that you have a less likely chance of getting your flight canceled, and they are.
So the first way would be fly non-stop. Because if you fly non-stop, your chances of missing a flight or a flight being canceled is a lot less than if you were to have a stop or even several stops in between your destination.
Yeah, and the second thing is to fly on off-peak times or days. So like fly on a Monday or a Tuesday. Those seem to be less busy days, so that tends to lead to less cancellations.
And if you're kind of like us, we're not morning people, but you can always get an early morning flight. Try and get the first flight out to your destination, and that way usually you'll be on time and you shouldn't have any issues.
Yeah, because the later in the day you take a flight, you've got the risk of all those flights before then, having some issue, and it's just a trickle down effect from there, whether it's a delay or a complete cancellation.
Right.
So those are our best tips on what to do if your flight is canceled. Just know that you are entitled to a refund. They may try and give you a voucher, credit, whatever. And if you're flexible enough and you can take it, that's great. We've done it because we are, and they're actually right now oftentimes giving you back more than what your flight is worth or what you paid for it. So for us, it works. We know we'll use it, but if that doesn't work for you, know that you are entitled to a refund, and make sure you fight for it. And we've actually have another video about that coming up in the next week or two, how to get your refund if your flight is canceled. So those are our tips and tricks for what to do if your flight is canceled. We hope you liked it. Please give us a thumbs up and share this video with a friend or group or on your Facebook page if you think it may be of help to somebody else you know.
Make sure and hit that subscribe button.
Don't forget to ring the bell,
Dingy dong,
so you'll be the first to know when we release new content. Thanks for watching, y'all, and just remember,
live your best life.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.